Well, we didn't quite get 33 stars. What are you gonna do? Just a little shy. Not gonna tell you how shy because apparently we have this competition with TI as to who can get it first, and we don't want TI to know just how close we are. Because that's what we're doing these days, because we have nothing more important to worry about. So, verdict on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is there is no verdict. This team is in phase 3, full auto. It's beautiful. I really wanted to do this very same team again in phase 4, but I was drafted to platoon my triumvirate team. So that's that. I ended up throwing Supreme Leader Kylo Ren with. Fuck, who did I even put him with? Oh, I think I put him with a Darth Revan team, Darth Revan lead, and I think I only got 3 out of 4 waves. So, not even an improvement there. So, still trying to figure out where he slots in best. Some people are running him under a Hux lead, which is great until Hux kills himself because of the unique. Sure, that's working for some, but I don't really want to run a team wherein the tunes kill themselves. So, yeah. But, good news is, you can still very easily get 4 out of 4 with Night Sisters in TB, so that's where we're showing this. Good news outside of Swigo, it looks like a few countries have started to plateau, or dare I say even decline, in their Rona infection rates. That's good. Unfortunately, PM Boris Johnson is in ICU in hospital, which is not very good. The first major world leader to be really sick with corona. So that's unfortunate. Even though I am not a Boris Johnson fan, he's a muppet. But you don't want to see anybody, certainly not a world leader, get gravely ill because, look, you might totally disagree with his politics, which many people do. He is, however, still a person. And also, you don't want to see a leader for a major country go down because that's just going to send that entire country into chaos. So I don't want to see that happen either. The equity markets, at least the U.S. equity markets, have looked a lot better over the last week. I put some money to work today. I put some money to work a couple days last week. I will be putting some more money to work tomorrow, which I believe is Wednesday. I honestly am not sure because the days all kind of blend together. So I think that the worst of it is here, maybe, for most places. There are still some states here in the U.S. and certainly some countries outside of the U.S. that are a little bit behind the curve, so they haven't seen the worst of it yet. It appears as though a good chunk of Europe has seen the worst of it. I hope that New York City, I don't think that New York City has seen the worst of it, but I think seemingly New York State has seen the worst of it. Big shout out to the state of Oregon, they are sending the state of New York several hundred ventilators. So really appreciate that. Any Oregoners? Is that your demonym? I don't even know. I know Michigan people are Michiganders. Are Oregon people Oregonians or what? Let me know. But if anyone that's listening or watching is from Oregon, thank you on behalf of my state to your state. Hopefully not, but should we have to, we'll happily return the favor the next time we have a global health virus pandemic. You can count on us. Hope everyone is staying safe and staying healthy. Yeah. Same old status quo. Things are still shitty, but hopefully they are getting better. The equity markets certainly think that things are getting better or will be getting better soon. Yeah. Completely unrelated to, well, actually, that's not true. That's a lie. Unrelated to the equity markets, at least. By the way, this is the winning combination for the Dooku mission in Phase 4. Yeah, I put the taunt on the Rocketeer. I don't got to worry about anybody else dying. You just keep Watt alive and you're golden. The Secretary of the Navy resigned today, so that was good. I knew when the captain of the Teddy Roosevelt, his letter to Navy High Command had leaked, knew he was going to get fired. He basically got fired, he got dismissed. But the manner in which he was dismissed by the Secretary of the Navy was completely inappropriate, and I am so glad that he had a tremendous backlash, which ultimately forced him to resign. He probably, I don't even know if a secretary position is subject to court-martial, but I surely would have been okay with him having been served and been tried under court-martial. That is the Secretary of the Navy, not the outgoing captain of the Teddy Roosevelt, whom I actually happen to think, although maybe he should not have CC'd people outside of his chain of command. His chain of command clearly were not listening, and his sailors' lives were and have been and are currently at stake. He was incidentally applauded by his sailors upon being dismissed, so clearly you know where his men and women loyalty lie. Yeah, so good on ya. Yeah. There's that. Yeah, because, you know, this country doesn't mistreat its soldiers, sailors, and veterans at all. So, no, yeah, come on. My fiance was a petty officer in the Navy and is a veteran. She let her enlistment run out. She used to work in the VA, and she will be the first to tell you that the medical facilities in the VA are about 30 or 40 years behind the times in terms of medical devices and machines and the buildings. I wouldn't be surprised if you went to a VA and it has not been abated for asbestos. So, yeah, my personal opinion, veteran affairs need to be stocked up, and we need to pour some money into veteran affairs. That's just, well, it's not just my opinion, but I certainly feel pretty strongly about that. This country, for everything that its service members do and have done and continue to do, this country does not take care of its veterans. So I would like to see that change. Anyway, Rosie is a little sick of Daddy being home all the time. I cut into her naps, her daily naps, because I constantly want to have a snuggle with her because she's so cute. So I think she is ready for me to go back to work. Too bad that's not going to be happening. So you see here, getting back to the actual gameplay, this is where you see, boom, this team can actually somehow survive Anakin's opening AoE. Obviously, you want everybody to have as much health and protection as humanly possible. And if you survive Anakin's first AoE, then you can definitely take him down. The people that you need to worry about dying right off the bat are really Dooku and Wat Tambor. The other three will be fine. So yeah, Dooku and Wat Tambor, make sure they're healthy. After you take out Anakin, going back and forth between Yoda and GK is really fucking annoying because they're constantly buffed and constantly have foresight because Yoda goes all the time. And look at this, all these buffs. I can't even strip them off with B2, so it does take a while. And with that, we're going to get back to current affairs with Mandalore. Not that anyone really cares. All right, I'll go back to the equity markets. I'll stop talking about depressing stuff with the VA and Corona and whatever else. I increased positions that I had already had. I wanted to take nibbles at certain things that are at a discount. Oh, excuse me. I'm sleepy. I increased some of my positions in pharma because pharma was down most of the day. Microsoft took a couple of swings. It was up, it was down, it was up, it was down. So I bought it when it was down. It ended up down further, but that's okay because Microsoft is one of my longest and best holdings of all time. I think even after the 23% decline in the equity markets as a result of Corona, I am still up about 160% on Microsoft. I think my average cost is, I don't remember, but I certainly remember starting to scale into Microsoft and it was about $36 a share. So definitely, without question, my longest and best holding. Followed closely by American Waterworks. I bought that just as almost like a hedge because it was a $40-something stock with a 4% dividend. Didn't expect it to grow in terms of market share, market cap, share price, any and all of the above. But I bought it in the 40s or high 30s, and it's in the 100 teens now. So behind Microsoft, my next best holding. Utilities generally are going to do very well when the markets are, quote, risk off, that is risk averse, because utility companies generally have very large dividends wherein you get paid simply to own the stock. And if you do dividend automatic reinvestment, you get, over the years, a lot of compounded interest, which is partly why I have done so well with American Waterworks. And with that, we did not quite get 33 stars. Sorry.